Hello everyone, I'm Tamara Bennett with Adoornments Decor. It has been a beautiful day here in Kentucky. We spent almost till 7 p.m. outdoors tonight. And so I've been packaging some things to ship out in the morning. And so I'm just now hopping on here with you guys. Erica said, whoop, whoop, do it. The best crafty decision she's ever made. So Erica actually designed these cute little cutouts that we're going to paint tonight. And she has the blanks for sale in her shop. I encouraged her to set up her own store. So I don't know if she has the blanks for sale yet, but she does have the template for sale. So if you want to paint one of these cute little flowers, you can buy the template from Erica. She actually didn't tell me to do this or ask me to do this, but she gave me these at the live event in Nashville as a birthday gift. And I just wanted to paint them live with you guys tonight. And so she's the one who has the template for these if you want to buy them. I think the template's just $5. Also, if you guys will sprinkle the love on this video, you will be entered to win some happy mail that is some swag we still have from the event from Nashville, Tennessee. We'll be surprising 3 of you guys who are sprinkling the love with some free swag. Okay, let's get started. So I'm going to attempt to paint each one of these just a little different. We'll start with these two first of all. They're exactly the same, and we will paint them kind of like a yellow color and see how this goes. Okay, what kind of questions do you guys have? First off, I will just say, if you have never heard about Painters Clubhouse, it's my membership where we teach you how to paint door hangers. We do 2 door hanger tutorials every single month. One is taught by me and one is by a guest painter. And then we have some other tutorials that we do throughout the month that are just like techniques and things that you can use on any door hanger that you're going to paint. But the great thing about it is it's going to cause you to step outside your comfort zone a little bit. It's going to encourage you to try something new. And some of you guys are going to be so impressed with yourselves. You're going to be so blown away by what you're able to accomplish because you've got this wonderful community of women cheering you on all the time. And so we've even started a little challenge inside the group. Erica even designed a little template for us, and we are all going to paint that template and see how, and where there's not a tutorial for that one. That one's just for fun. And we're all going to see all the different ways that we could paint it. And so it's going to be a lot of fun. So each month we're going to start doing like challenges and things. And like next month, in the month of April, we're going to be doing like a birthday party because it's our 2nd anniversary for the Painters Clubhouse. We started in April 2018. And so if you join monthly, you will get access to our beginner's course that helps explain everything you need to know. Starting out from a beginner painter, even if you've never painted before, even if you've never cut a door hanger before. We've got a tutorial for how to use a jigsaw and a scroll saw. We've got a tutorial walking, well, it's not really a tutorial, but we've got a video of me walking through Michael's craft store showing you exactly which brushes I would pick out, which paints I would pick out, and I kind of explain the difference between them. We've got videos showing you how to stencil like your lettering, how to properly paint your background. We just walk you through it step by step as if you've never painted before. And so many of the ladies who've already joined this week have been commenting and letting me know that these tutorials inside the beginner's course have been so helpful. Some of them were like, you know, I was kind of worried I wasn't going to be able to do this, but after walking through this first part in the beginner's course, I am now confident that this is something I can do. So if you have never painted before and you're feeling a little unconfident, I would love for you to go through that beginner's course before you start anything else. It's going to really help boost your confidence. Okay, I want to do this one kind of like a maybe turquoise color. We're just going to paint the background colors of all these flowers, and then we'll go through and add some fun details. This little flower garland is going to look so cute hanging up in my kitchen for spring. Oh, and something fun that we do in the clubhouse every month is a Zoom paint party. And so if you are feeling a little bit alone and tired of crafting alone, feeling like you need a group of people to connect to that kind of understand you, who love what you love, you need to join us on those Zoom paint parties. One of the girls in the clubhouse, her name is Mandy. Her her favorite thing about the group is she said, I feel like I have friends now who love the same things I love. And so, and then we even have somebody named Vicky who she said, I was kind of like afraid to like put myself out there and make friends. And she said, now through the clubhouse, I've gained this whole new sense of confidence that I didn't have before. And so she feels like she has a family within the group. These are all Decor Americana matte acrylics. Okay, let's paint this one like a pink color. I'm running out of my favorite pink and it's getting to be desperate times around here. So we'll have to go with this one. This is called Watermelon Slice. And then we have people who have started businesses who never thought that they would ever have a business. One of the ladies posted in there this afternoon. She said, you know, I never thought that I would have a business out of this. She said, I kept calling it a hobby. People would say, how's your business going? I forgot who posted this, or I would say her name. So if y'all know who this is, y'all say so in the comments. But she said, people would ask, how's your business going? And she's like, oh, it's not a business. It's just a fun little hobby. And she said, but now she said, it's really starting to take off. And she said, I can't quite call it a hobby anymore. But she's so thrilled about it. She said, it's like so much possibility. You know, it's exciting because you don't know what's gonna, you know, what the future holds. And so I'm so excited for so many of these women who have lacked a sense of accomplishment or self-esteem for a long time. And now through painting, they've discovered that they really do have something special inside of them that they can share with others. One of our Painters Clubhouse members, LaToya, is like the queen of gifting things to people. Her love language must be gifts because she loves to give away almost every single door hanger she paints. It's amazing. And the ones that she sells, she raises money for children with, I think it's Down syndrome. I'm not quite sure. It's either Down syndrome or autism. I forget now. But I think it's Down syndrome. And so she raises money for that cause with all the door hangers that she paints. But sometimes she just gives them away to see the smile on people's faces. One of my neighbors used to be in the Painters Clubhouse a while back. And she was just doing it for the joy of the painting. And she said one of her favorite things was that she would paint these and then she would gift them to women at her church. And she said her sons loved getting to pick the lady that they were going to gift one to next. And so it was kind of fun. After they painted one, they would think, okay, who are we going to give this one to? And sometimes they would decide before they even painted it. And so there's something special about painting something as a gift for someone, because the whole time you're painting it, you're thinking of that person. And so you're able to paint it with intention and with good, happy thoughts. And it really is a gift that comes from the heart. And so there are so many of our ladies in the clubhouse who are doing that for other people, even though they're not even trying to sell them. Okay, so we've got our basic background colors. I just picked some fun little spring colors. And now we can go in and kind of like make these more flowery. Actually, I think I'll go ahead and paint my little leaves too next before I do that. So let me get no, where's the green that I want? Maybe this one. Although I may have to mix a couple of greens together to get the look that I'm going for here. Erica has gotten really good at shading. And so I'm kind of intimidated. Erica, you're going to laugh at me when I say this, but I've kind of gotten intimidated to paint this flower garden because I'm looking at the picture of yours painted on your website right now. And I'm like, I don't know that mine's going to live up to that. Because she's gotten real good at this one-stroke flower technique where you do the shading. We had a guest painter in the clubhouse teach us how to do that. And I still have not taken the time to really truly watch that video and implement what she has taught. And so I'm feeling a little bit behind on it. And something about this causes you to slow down and focus on something in the present. So you can't focus on all of the negative things going on out in the world right now. You have to focus on the one thing that you're doing. And so I think it kind of is, that's why it's so therapeutic and such a stress reliever, is because it takes your mind off of all of the bad stuff. I did tell my clubhouse members I was going live tonight, so they got a little bit of an inside scoop this afternoon. Every Friday we do something called a clubhouse powwow. I don't know if I've ever told y'all about this on here now that I think about it. But every Friday I do a clubhouse powwow. That's what I call it, because I envision the clubhouse kind of like summer camp. And so we're all sitting, like in my mind, we're all sitting virtually around a campfire, and we're like, hey, so what's new with you? And so every Friday I will go live in the group and do a little powwow, and I share with with everybody like what we've done the past week and what you might have missed and what I did on my Facebook page and what we've done here in the group. And then I'll share like what's coming up next. And I like to like high five people who've done something amazing this week. And then I usually give you guys like an inside scoop on what's coming up, you know, in the next month and stuff like that. So Painters Clubhouse members usually find out about the newest and latest, greatest things I'm doing in my business before anybody else. That's one thing we pride on ourselves on in the Painters Clubhouse is our community over competition mindset. We do not believe in worrying about if somebody's copying something we've done. We don't worry about if somebody is, you know, if their business is moving faster than ours or anything. We just cheer one another on. We build each other up and support one another in all we do. So if you need a protected and safe space to learn and grow in, that is what you'll find in the Painters Clubhouse. So many of the women have told me that that group is like a safe haven. It's where they feel safe to share what they're doing in their business, and it's where they feel safe to share their latest paintings and creations because they don't feel like they're going to get attacked. They don't feel like they're going to get criticized. Nobody's going to accuse them of copying something. And so that's one of the very special things about the Painters Clubhouse. We all share the mindset that we're stronger together, and we would rather build one another up than tear each other down. I just found you. I'm loving this. What should I do first? Rhonda, yes, Painters Clubhouse is what you should do first, because we can walk you through exactly what you need to know from the very beginning, in the beginning stages. So if you've never painted before, we will take you through that step by step until you're confident enough to branch out and do something, you know, outside of your comfort zone. There's a lot of ladies who have done their very first Facebook Live this week. There was one lady who posted in the clubhouse, I think her name was Karen. I'm going to attempt this, like double loading my brush with a darker and a lighter color. We're going to see how this goes. But there was a lady who posted in the clubhouse this afternoon. She did a door hanger that she designed herself. She didn't use a template or anything. She kind of created it herself. And she was so proud of it. You know why? Because she came up with it 100% on her own. And so while you may start out using other people's templates and things to learn how to paint, our goal is to get you to where you are confident enough to come up with your own designs. So that's like the stage 3 or stage 4 of the Painters Clubhouse. We have a whole success path that we take you through, teaching you how to become more confident as you progress so that you can start to design your own door hangers and things like that. So that's our goal for everybody, is we want them to progress forward. Look at that. That's looking pretty cute, don't you think? Okay, so we're going to stop there before I mess this one up and put it down. But yeah, we have a whole success path, and it goes from stage 1 at never having painted a door hanger before to stage 2, which is painted your first door hanger and maybe cut your first door hanger. And then I can't remember what stage 3 is, but stage 3 and 4 kind of deal with like, have you designed your own door hanger yet, or have you taught someone else, like maybe at a paint party or done a Facebook Live, or possibly even started a business. Even if you don't want to start a business, you can still advance to stage 3 and stage 4 and stuff like that without having to start a business. But that is a natural progression of the path for most people. That doesn't mean that that's the path everyone takes, but it is a natural progression. Okay, there's the second flower. I'm kind of happy with these now. Okay, I'm trying to look at your photo here, Erica, and do it like you did it, but mine is not going to look like that. Mine's going to be a bit of a mess here. Isn't that funny how, like, I could just paint this and do it however I would do it, but I want to do it like she did it. And so I'm trying to look at her photo and kind of do my shading and stuff. So I'm going to add a little bit of white here in the middle of my purple to lighten up the centers. This is supposed to look a little bit like a tulip. So we'll see if it does or not. But if you need a better photo to look at the one on Erica's website. it's going to be more detailed than this will be. I don't know. It looks like she did some cute little polka dots down at the bottom. So let me get a polka dot sponge. Whoops, I'm dropping stuff. And then I'm going to get a darker shade of purple too. We have a video in the Painters Clubhouse about, well, actually I have multiple videos, I think, about shading. One of them is just about shading a pumpkin. A guest painter came in and taught us how to do that. And so that was a pretty awesome video. But there's different ways to do it. Some of our guest painters will talk about it while they're painting a door hanger in the clubhouse. So you'll pick up all kinds of great little nuggets and tips while going through those videos that, oops, I don't need to do that one yet, that you wouldn't have learned otherwise. And so sometimes it's just about watching the tutorial, watching what they're doing, and picking up on little tiny nuggets as you go to learn to advance your skills. So if you decide to join monthly, like I said, you will have access to that beginner's course starting out. If you decide to join yearly, you get instant access to the Painters Clubhouse Vault. And so the vault is every single thing we have done since the beginning of time in Painters Clubhouse, which is 2 whole years of tutorials and content from the Painters Clubhouse. So that's a total of like 50 door hanger tutorials, I think, and even more technique videos and things like that. So you will not run out of things to watch for sure. Okay, let me do these little dots along here. I'm being kind of messy with this. There we go. Okay, so here's my little, they need some details with like a paint pen and stuff, but this is what it's looking like so far. So we're just gonna go with that. So step 3, stage 3 in the Painters Clubhouse kind of gets you into painting in your own, like your own style. It's to help you figure out what your style is. And then stage 4 gets you into more of becoming like the teacher and figuring out how to teach others. So I'm just putting some yellow in here, and then I'm gonna go back and add some red on it. This is turning into a hot mess. This is the part where people at the paint party usually freak out and they're like, I can't do this. We also do other stuff in the Painters Clubhouse. It's not just door hangers. Sometimes we will do, but sometimes we'll do stuff like we've done a tutorial on how to paint those doormats. We've done a tutorial on how to paint a clipboard, how to make a big like rustic wooden American flag. I think Erica actually did that tutorial for us a year or two ago. We've done tutorials on how to paint a metal bucket. So it's not just door hangers. That's usually the bonus content. So we do 2 door hanger tutorials every month, but we also sprinkle in fun stuff like that from time to time, like canvas painting and stuff, just as like bonus content throughout the month. And so you won't get tired of it, I guarantee you. You will always have something fun for you to try your hand at. And we do that just to keep it fun and to keep it interesting, because some of you guys are doing like craft shows and paint parties, and it just offers something different for you to teach at those events or to sell at those events. Oh, Jerry said napkins. Yes, Tracy Pounds was a guest in our clubhouse a couple of weeks ago, and she taught us how to napkinize things. So she buys these beautiful printed napkins at different stores. And you know, I've always been the kind of person that when I walk by those napkins in the store, I'm usually like, who buys these? Like, why are there so many napkins? Why are there so many choices of napkins? That's always seemed really weird to me. But then after Tracy came in and taught that in the Painters Clubhouse, it was like, oh my goodness, now I need to buy all the napkins. Like, I wanted all the napkins everywhere I went. And I was like, Mom, I've got to go look for napkins. We got to go to Tuesday morning because I got to look for napkins. And so now I'm weirdly obsessed with napkins because I want to napkinize everything. So you'll learn weird little techniques like that that will help you like do your door hangers just a little differently sometimes. All right, I'm just taking a little bit of white and yellow now and just making fun little dahlia style petals in here. We're just gonna have fun with this. That's what it's all about. As long as you're enjoying it and having fun painting, then that's what's the important thing. So it's kind of messy, but I think it'll be cute once we get all of the details on there with paint pens. You can use a round tip brush. Right now I'm doing all of this with a flat tip brush. I've done the entire project so far with a flat tip brush. But details are usually best done with a round tip brush or paint pens. Either way, if you don't have round tip brush, you can use paint pens. Now I'm going back with a little bit of yellow because I got a little crazy with the white. And just adding layers. These are just going up in my kitchen, so we don't have to like make them, you know, any certain way. That's pretty messy, but it's okay. Somebody said I agree with the napkin thing. So yeah, you're gonna find yourself shopping for napkins everywhere you go, and then you're gonna have a weird collection of napkins. Tracy even said that maybe next time she comes as a guest in the clubhouse, maybe we could do a napkin swap party or something. That would be really fun, and we could do a challenge with napkins. You Mod Podge the napkins on, just to be clear. If anybody's never done that before, it's fun. All right, we've got our base coat done on all of these. And I think now we just need to do the details with our paint pens. So I'm going to get out my medium size black paint pen here. Make sure it's pumped and ready to go. And then I'm just going to do some cute little swooshes and details to kind of make it feel like a flower instead of just a blue blob. So there you have it. Boom. Flower. I love how she did these. She kind of did like a little flower this way and then like that. That's beautiful. Erica, you did such a good job on these. And then she did the little loops or little bumps like this with her little paint pen. The paint pens are so fun to add details. I used to use round tip brushes all the time. Look at that. Isn't that pretty? And I don't even have the white details or anything. She put glitter on hers. She got even fancier. But really, we try to teach you or encourage you to learn to cut your own shapes. That way you're not spending a ton of money on blank door hangers every single month. Because not only is it going to save you money, but it's also going to give you a boost of confidence. Look at this photo. Look how happy she is. She cut her first door hanger right there with her jigsaw. And she said, I did it all by myself. She was so proud of herself. And that's what I want for every single one of you. Because even if you don't physically do this with a jigsaw after you cut your first door hanger, you're going to feel like that inside. You're going to feel like you need to celebrate. You need to tell the world. You need to be like, oh my goodness, check out, look at this hubby. Look what I did. And he's going to be so proud of you. So if you need a boost of confidence like that, learning to cut your own door hangers is going to make you feel so much more confident in yourself. I know that sounds probably ridiculous and a little weird, but something about cutting them yourself builds confidence, and it makes you confident in other areas. And so we encourage you to learn how to do that yourself, because it's going to make a world of difference in other areas of your life and in painting. Selling your first door hanger is going to give you that same exact feeling. That's why we so much encourage you to sell your door hangers, is because I know for a fact how proud you're going to be when you do sell that first door hanger. You're going to want to shout it from the rooftops. It's going to like boost your confidence in a way that you never thought possible. Let me dry this real quick. But yeah, so that's why we encourage you so much to learn to cut your own, because it's going to save you money, but it's also going to hugely build your confidence. And by boosting your confidence and having you cut your own, it's going to move you along that Painters Clubhouse success path that we were talking about earlier. It's why we kind of have it as one of the requirements to move along from stage to stage, is because we know the progress that it's going to help you make all around. I didn't quite let my paint dry on these. Whoops, I just messed up. Whoops, that's okay. Like I said, this is just going in my kitchen. This is turning into a hot mess here. All right, and I got paint all over my paint pen. I keep preaching to you guys to make sure they're really dry before you do this, and here I am, just ignoring my own advice. Ugh. I may have to take a break and let this fully dry before I finish it because it's just making a mess. Look at this. When your paint pen gets up in there and gets wet, it makes you mad. And look at this one. So that's frustrating. But these look lovely. So let's go ahead and add some white details on these other ones that are dry while that other one is drying. We can do that. So I'm going to use the smallest white paint pen. Latoya says, will the paint pen smear when you spray the sealant? Not when you spray, Latoya. But if you brush on sealer, it will smear. So if you are like the kind of person that has to use brush on sealer, spray first, then brush. So that way they'll be nice and sealed before you go and smear the paint. All right, I'm just adding a little bit of white. See, the white made a little bit of difference there. And right now, honestly, if you guys are stuck at home self-quarantining and doing social distancing, there's really not a better time. There's never really been a better time to learn a new skill. There are so many women right now who are learning to cook for the first time. And if you've been wanting to learn to paint, now is the time. Seize the day. Thank goodness this is just for my own kitchen. Oh, at this point, I don't care. I think once we get them all strung on a banner with some cute ribbon or something, nobody's going to notice my little flub ups. The point is that you enjoy the process, and I did thoroughly enjoy this. So this, let me get some string, and we will go ahead and string them together so you can get the visual of what they're going to look like. So they've got little holes in them, and you put the string through the holes like so, and then just feed it through. You put it through the back, like this. Let me pull some more through. We need more than that. Come on now, cooperate. We're on camera. There we go. Does anybody else talk to inanimate objects? Or is it just me? Do you paint both sides? Lori, on this one I probably won't, just because the back's not going to show where I'm going to have it hanging in my kitchen. But you totally could paint both sides if you wanted to. The only problem about painting both sides is that this string going through the back is going to cover up part of your flower. Okay, I'm only going to string 4 of them on here so you can get the idea, and because it's going to be way too difficult to hold up this with 8 of them on it. Okay, here we go. You ready? Drum roll. Look how cute that is. And if I had like some little fabric strips or muslin or ribbon, you could tie it on the string in between them, and it would look super cute and summery and festive. Isn't that darling? Did you say you made a video on how to change the size of templates? Yes, it's inside the Painters Clubhouse Facebook group, but I need to like pull it and put it on YouTube and share it here for you guys. All right, I've got to go, but thank you guys so much, and I will see you inside the Painters Clubhouse. Bye, y'all.